सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्तां गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ब्रह्मेवेदं विश्वमित्येव वाणी श्रोति ब्रूते सर्वनिष्ठा वरिष्ठा तस्मादेतद्ब्रह्ममात्रं हि विश्वं नाधिष्ठानाद् भिन्नतारोपितस्य। There is a subject matter with respect to the source of the creation. Naturally, there will be desires of a few people who would like to know what could be the source of the creation. Naturally, there will be the desire. Not that everybody thinks like that, but it will occur to a handful of people. It has been happening like this in this earth from time immemorial. These days also you will find some people, they are not interested in money, power, etc. There are some people, even they leave all those things and try to find out the reality about the universe. There are some people, handful of people. So there is a quest with respect to the reality. So how do you believe? Here in this verse, what the author says is the entire universe is nothing but the truth or consciousness, or that is a name is given Brahman. The entire universe is one thing. That is what the statement Brahma eva idam vishwam ityeva vani shroti udam. Where do you find it? In the Vedas. We find that in the Vedas. Now Atharva, a name Atharva is given. So one portion of the Veda, one Veda. Out of the 4 Vedas, one Veda is Atharva. Rup, Yaju, Sama, Atharva. Now, with respect to the source of the universe, what should be the proof? Whom should I believe in? That there is some Lord, etc., some God, etc., somewhere. So, whom should I believe? Because people are telling varieties of things. Some people, they don't take the name of Lord, etc. also. And some people, they say there is no Lord at all. Because nobody has seen the Lord. See, nobody has seen the Lord, therefore there is no Lord. You cannot deny their statement. You cannot reject their statement, I tell you. Just see, if I say, I have seen Lord. Suppose I say I have seen Lord. Almost 100% people will say this fellow is cheating. He is telling a lie. Who is there in this world who can see the Lord? In fact, there are people, as I told, who say there is no Lord at all. So why? Because whatever is there, they are seeing. They are seeing the tree, they are seeing the human beings, they are seeing house, they are seeing car, etc. They are seeing everything, but they are not seeing the Lord naturally. So this is the reason why the subject matter of the Lord is a very disputed one. All the time there will be dispute with respect to this particular subject matter. It's not today. It was a disputed subject matter earlier. It has been there all over the world. Not in a given country or a small little place, etc. Everywhere in this world, I tell you. Go to a village, you will find so many opinions about the Lord. They've got their own concept. Every society develops its own concept about the Creator. if it is there. So anyway, we are human beings. I am a human being, you are human beings, all of us are human beings. So when the subject matter, the Lord is there, the subject matter, source of the universe is there. And if you put your brain behind that, you have to find what is logical. You have to find it out what is logical. Some people are trying to figure out what could be the source of the universe by analyzing objects of the universe, going somewhere above, go deeper into it, go to the atoms, etc., particles, etc. Something could be the source. So this is how the nature of the human beings. But definitely there have been, as you know, there have been so many thoughts about this, varieties of thinkings going on. And generally, there is one thought that governs the so-called spiritual world is Lord is not here, He's staying somewhere above the world, which is called heaven, etc. Not here, because He is not seen around. But without Lord, nothing is going to happen there. See, the strong belief. That's a belief. God is definitely there. Without that, how the world could, how the universe could come into existence? So that faith, it's a faith. It is not a proof. And faith, it is subject to going away. The faith today we have got the faith in something, and tomorrow your faith may not be there in that. Possible. Faith, when it's not logical, it cannot stay with you for long. So that's it. Why I'm talking about all these things is because here the scripture is talking about there is some book. Let's say book. Scripture today it is in book form. Earlier it was not in book form. That's why it is called Shruti. Shruti means hearing. Through this, the hearing, the knowledge was being transferred earlier. Knowledge was being transferred earlier through hearing. So, varieties of things people knew, and they transferred the knowledge, just like transferring the knowledge. The child doesn't need any pen and paper, etc., to learn language. By hearing what the parents and others they say, the child learns the language. Similarly, with respect to the Lord and what the Lord can do, etc., people learnt from the people around. That is the tradition. That's why it is called Shruti Parampara. Shruti Parampara means it's a tradition which is based on hearing. You hear and you see according to your intellect, I tell you, according to your capacity, you will understand. Whatever I say, you will understand it's not like that. Whatever I say, you will accept that. It's not like that. It doesn't happen. I will say and you will accept. It's not like that. As long as you do not accept it logically, it should be logically correct. No statement whatsoever, not belief. So any statement that anybody talks to me, anybody says to me, I can believe only when I find it logical, naturally. But some people just let it go. Okay, they are saying this like this. Okay, doesn't matter. Let the Lord be there, etc. So they don't bother about those things. But those who are sincere in trying to find out what could be the source of the universe, what could be Lord, for them it is necessary to analyze what people talk. And here it has been happening since time immemorial, I tell you. I told you earlier also, because this Shruti Parampara means when there is no pen and paper, nothing like that. But even then, people are thinking about the source of the universe. So what have they told? So see, with respect to this, they say, some of them they say, the source of the universe is the universe. See the statement. From the source of the universe, everything came. That's not the statement. Statement is, the source of the universe itself is the universe. That is one statement. Others, they have also said, that is also, they are in the same scripture, I tell you. It is inside the same scripture. Now, what is written there? You invoke this particular deity, take these names, these objects you offer, and you get this result. You pray and you get this result. So this is not you work and eat. That's not. It's not like that. You work and eat. No, you pray and you get this result. This is written in the same Shruti also. Means what? People, they were transferring this type of knowledge. See, you see the sun deity, and what do? You take this type of words you speak through your mouth, and these things you offer, flower, etc., you offer to the Lord, and pray for this thing. Capacity of the eye generally, and many other things also. Your capacity of the eye will increase, your wealth will increase, your knowledge will increase, your physical capacity will increase. You will have to beget children if you want to get children. So, if you want to get a child, then you have got to do this type of Lord, you worship in this manner. So these things are all, it is traditional. It comes down from our ancestors. You are hearing like this. See, every culture, it develops over a period of time. So it has been there in this scripture of the world. I tell you, it's not. It doesn't belong to any particular country. There have been people earlier in this world who have told like this: if you worship this particular deity with these things, you will get this result. How do I find it? You try and see. You are the proof. Eat this, it will taste very sweet. Suppose I say, you have to eat and find it out. Similarly, whether the scripture is right or wrong, how do I find it out? I have to see it. It is written there. You do like this and you will get the result. So this is not something which is tangible. The Lord is not tangible. But there is certain faith inside the human being. There is faith. That faith, devotion. I'm in problem. I want to get rid of my problem. So may the Lord bless me by removing the problem. This sort of desire. There is a desire behind me, desire inside me. So how do I fulfill that desire? So our ancestors, they have told, so this particular deity, you do like this, you worship like this, take these names, and the problem will be solved. They have seen that the relationship between your prayer and the result, they have seen that. So how do I believe? And today it is in the form, written form also you will find. Scripture, written form you will get. Earlier it was not in written form, but definitely human beings were there, and today also same human beings are there, and same human beings are going after varieties of worshipping, etc. That time also they were worshipping, and I tell you the same thing I am talking now also. Earlier they were taking like this, today also I am talking like this with respect to the source of the universe, the same subject matter. It cannot be any way different. So this is complete, I tell you, this weather, which is a property of the world. It means what? Our ancestors, the sages who saw the truth, relationship between action and result, plus the Lord, the form of the Lord, nature of the Lord, everything explained there. So whatever is useful, is better for me to accept. No, there is nothing called medicine which is meant for a given group of people. Medicine is meant for cold. Cold. Suppose a medicine is meant for cold. It is universal. It's not that for a particular group this medicine works against cold. For another group, some other medicine works against cold. It's not like that. Medicine is universal in nature. That's it. Similarly, this understanding also has got to be universal in nature. There should not be any conflict. But in the society, there remains conflicts remain. Suppose I say you worship this particular deity and you will get better result. And some other person says, no, 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 don't do that. You worship this type of our deity and you will get better results. So you are free to do whatever you like. Life is for once. Life is your own. Whatever you do, you do. So, in fact, it is written in the scripture again. You have to analyze everything what is going on in the society. You are bound to do that. A person who is a seeker, he cannot just rest in one particular thing, I tell you. Just believe, he cannot be convinced. So he will see what all things are going on around. And as long as he is not convinced, he cannot accept it. A thinking person. So, whom do you believe with respect to the existence of the Lord? Whom do you believe? Some human being, definitely, because Lord doesn't come and I tell and say that I am the Lord. Just like I have given so many examples. The air is not telling that I am keeping you alive. A human being, some human being will have to tell you, see, it's the air that is keeping you alive. That's the reason because of which you are able to work in your life and get this and that. From starting from your very birth till now, it is the air alone which has kept you alive. There is statement in this same scripture. Our ancestors, they have told, as ancestors of the world, not of a given culture, etc. Whatever is beneficial, that's why I told you, whatever is beneficial, it is beneficial universally. It is not for a given group of people, I tell you. So, you are the source of the universe. The scripture says in one place, Namaste Vayu Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi. It is in Sanskrit. I am doing salutations to the air. You are the visible. You are the visible, not from the standpoint of eyesight. I am able to experience how you are keeping everybody in this world alive. You are the Lord. You are the source of the universe. You are the main Lord. Brahma means you are the source of the universe. And I am calling you the source of the universe. Why? Because I have appreciated that you are keeping everybody alive. All the animals, all the human beings, child, old, anybody. Rich, poor, everybody is alive because of you. So I find you as the Lord. I find you as the Lord. Nobody pays attention to the air, I tell you. Entire life, nobody pays attention to the air. That because of which they are alive. So what will happen? Suppose I pay attention, what will happen? What will happen, you will know. That's why the scripture is written, our ancestors have unfolded these things. You be grateful to things because of which you are alive, and what will happen, you will discover that. So what I know, you may not know, and what you know, I may not know. That's true. So starting from asking the Lord for this and that to the level of understanding that everything is the Lord, a person has to grow. Here the statement is, in the scripture, others also written, you do this, you'll get that, do this, you'll get that. Various actions are being ordained there. Various actions are written, said there to be done. And if you want to get certain result, you do that. But there are also statements which say, see, you are the source of the universe and everything is the source of the universe. This type of statement also were made by some people. Suppose at that time, I am just imagining the time when people are living in the forest. And this fellow has got some curiosity and he asks asks a person who happens to be knowledgeable person. So he asks, what is the source of the universe? What is the Lord? Then he says everything is the Lord, suppose. He says everything is the Lord. Because he knew from his teacher. He had asked somebody and he had told him. And this fellow says, everything is the Lord. Everything is the Lord. How do I know? I thought that this is my parent, this is a house, this is a tree, this is a dog, etc. So food, etc. I was thinking like this, but you are telling everything is the Lord. Yes, everything is the Lord. You try to discover. So everything is the Lord. There is nothing to be done here. See, everything is the Lord means what? You have to discover that everything is the Lord. There is nothing more to be done. You have to discover that everything is the Lord. So how to discover everything is the Lord? Then there is a process. They are called the seers. They have understood this. So they have given the path, and if you go in that path, maybe you will understand. Whether you understand or not, they also cannot say. They cannot give the guarantee. So when you are going to do something, you will be fruitful, or that action will be fruitful or not. Who says? Nobody can say, because it's in nobody's hand. Therefore, but there are statements. When statements are there, that everything is the source of the universe, then I have to discover that. I have to know everything is the source of the universe. Then, as I told you, whom should I believe? So you have to believe in a given human being who talks about this, and who gives the guidance. And you have to reject others also, because 2 + 3 = 5 means anything else also it cannot be. It can be 4, it can be 10. No, that's not there. 2 + 3 = 5 means it will become 5 alone, nothing more than that, nothing less than that. Similarly, if everything is the source of the universe, everything is the source of the universe, nothing less, nothing more. So what about all those things written? You worship this deity, you will get this. Worship this deity, you will get that. All these things written there in the scripture. What about those things? Yes, those things are there also. If you are interested in the things of the world, for you that section is there. Everything is not meant for everything is not meant for everybody. See, you like some vegetable, I like some vegetable. Things are there. So that everybody will be interested in trying to know the source of the universe. It's not there. But those handful of people who want to know the source of the universe, yes, they can discover it. How do they discover? A system is given. You live this manner, because it is a matter of understanding. Nothing to do here. Nothing to do here. Tasmat etat brahma matrahim vishwam nadishtanat bhinnata ropitasya. Another statement is made here in this verse. What is the reality of the things that you see in the dream? Find it out. What is the reality of the things that you see in the dream? You see in the dream so many things you have seen in the dream. Do you find them to be real? Any one thing, whatever it is, whatever you saw, whether it's painful or it is very enjoyable things that you saw in the dream, does anything look real after you wake up? At that time, it is 100% real. While dreaming, it is 100% real. But when you wake up, the dream is gone with all its reality. And in fact, you can remember also certain dreams. Those who are very striking in nature, you can remember also certain dreams. These things happened. Even now, so I can also remember dreams that I dreamt as a child. That is the strength of the Lord, I tell you, the capacity to remember. Even dream things also we can remember. There are certain things we can remember, dream things. So, even though we remember now also, we know it very clearly that nothing is true. But basis cannot be false. The base because of without which this dream could not have been experienced. It is It is there. It will remain throughout. So, dream is 100% false. So, what is the basis? Basis is consciousness. In the consciousness, there is a dream. So, dream cannot be called true, but consciousness is not true, you cannot say. Similarly, and for another example, you are seeing a wave in the water. Or let us say another example, you are seeing a snake in a rope. Sometimes it so happens there is mild darkness, it is hardly visible, and suddenly you see some rope falling there, but you take it to be a snake. Rope lying there, you took it to be a snake. It appeared as a snake to you. It appeared as a snake never existed. It doesn't exist at all, but you saw it. You saw a snake in the rope. After some time, you discovered this is a rope, suppose. But when you saw a snake there in the rope, that time you have seen that, and you are afraid also seeing the snake. Now, what type of snake did you see? Did this snake ever exist? No. But you have seen, you cannot deny that you have not seen. You have seen the snake. That what type of snake is it? It is not a real snake. Non-existing is also you cannot say because you have seen that. Non-existing you have seen. So this is called superimposition. You have superimposed a snake in the rope. You have superimposed a pot in the clay. Suppose I say, do you see the pot? Yeah, I see the pot. Do you see the clay? Yes. You are seeing the clay also now. Same pot, you are seeing the clay. When you see the clay, does the pot exist? You say no. See, you are seeing. This is not magic. This is magic. So suddenly the pot vanishes. You are putting it water inside it, fine, but the pot doesn't exist anymore except clay. So the pot is superimposed on this clay. Pot is superimposed on this clay. Eachfulness cannot be dismissed. That's very important. Eachfulness of the things of the world cannot be dismissed. Importance of human beings, importance of fire, water, etc., food, etc., nothing can be dismissed. That is not the topic here. We are talking about the reality. Unless you know the reality, you will have disturbance in your life, I tell you. That's the reason why our scriptures, they are giving importance to this reality. Go for this reality, understanding this reality. Doing things, you can never be happy throughout your life because the body is like this. Understanding, you can be 100% happy. Because understanding, even if you cannot do anything, understanding will not go away. That you don't need anything in this world. Suppose you have understood this very clearly. That I don't need anything in this world to be happy. What the body needs is food and water. These things, so many, these days so many things are made. It doesn't mean I want all those things. So things do not have happiness in them. It is in my understanding. Happiness is in my understanding, not in the objects. So when happiness is in my understanding, I'm not dependent upon anything in this world, then happiness stays forever till death, I tell you. And even if the body falls, you are not unhappy because you know very clearly everything is the source of the universe, everything is the Lord itself. So Lord seems to be taking birth, seems to be dying, just like the clay seems to be having a form of a pot and it goes back again to its own source, the clay. Seems to be having a form. So usefulness is accepted. Why it has become useful? Because the Lord's wish, simply the Lord's wish. So give me the answer to this question. Why the sun is there? Give me the answer. Because it is there, that's it. Because it is there. It is supposed to be there, we can say rather. It is supposed to be there. Why are human beings in this earth? Why are there in the earth, in the human beings? Other creatures also. Because they are supposed to be there. There is no life in moon and other planets as far as we know today. So life is not there, doesn't matter. That's how it is supposed to be. So When you keep accepting the universe as it is, which takes time. That's why the system you have to go through systematically. See, wherever you are living in this world, life is continuing, and definitely comfortable, uncomfortable situations. They are also coming day by day, every day. Sometimes you go through comfortable situations, sometimes uncomfortable, physically outside, whatever it is. But if you have the attitude, it's not meant for me only. The heat is not meant for me only. It is for everybody who are experiencing the heat. It is for everybody. Similarly, cold, etc. So nothing is with respect to these experiences of life. It is nothing peculiar to a given person. It is universal in nature. Life is universal in nature. Nature of the inert objects, universal in nature. You can you can easily know if you got some fruit, suppose some fruit you have got, mango you have got. Anywhere you go in this world, mango is mango. It will taste like that. Neem leaves, suppose neem leaves. So you'll go anywhere. The same law all over the world. Similarly, the nature of the body doesn't change wherever you are in this world. Whatever you know about the universe, the nature of the body is not going to change. And if you can swallow these things, then only you will be pleased throughout your life. Therefore, in order to be pleased, this system has been given. So you cannot remain pleased. So therefore, rely on some deity, have faith in that. And what should be prayer? Prayer should be, as we do in our meditation, give me the capacity to strength whatever I cannot change, because there are so many situations which I cannot change. I know very clearly. Yeah, I can change a little bit, and whatever I can change also, I should have that willpower to bring about the changes. So I don't hesitate to work when needed and when I can do. And when I cannot do, I don't lament on the thing that why I could not do it. No. That sort of state of the mind you have to go to. There is systematic approach to life. Living is bound. As long as your life is there, you are bound to live. Whatever the condition of the body, whatever the condition outside. Just a few years back, 3-4 years back, Corona was there. Corona, it covered the entire world. But everywhere people lived. Some people, they passed away. But those who lived, they lived in those situations also. You cannot avoid situations. That's why I told physical or outside, whatever the situation, you have to go through all those situations. So, if you keep relying upon your prayer, the prayer for, not for any particular object, etc. Prayer so that you can have the strength to digest. That sort of prayer is the best prayer, because life is not going to be otherwise. So that sort of prayer, if you do every day and keep living day by day, a time will come, different situations, they are not going to affect you that much as they did earlier. So it is a systematic approach to appreciate the truth, and it is definitely logical. The clay can never be anything other when it becomes the pot. It remains the clay. It never becomes anything else. Water never becomes anything else when it becomes the wave. Similarly, the Lord never becomes anything else after it becomes the universe. That means what? The universe itself is the form of the Lord. Then nothing to be done, if somebody can appreciate this. So a systematic approach that is given here, a systematic approach. That systematic approach is very important, and that is given in the scripture also. So whatever you are doing, do it as a servant to the Lord. You are a servant. Those who are living moment to moment, those who discover, they discover they are servant. And being a servant, you are happy because you know everybody in this world is a servant. So assimilation, it takes time. The more you are in, the more you will experience. We'll see next. Sit straight. We'll meditate for some time, guided meditation. Close your eyes. I'll take the names of various parts of the body. You look at those parts. Top of the head, hair. Forehead. Right eye. Left eye. Nose. Mouth. Right cheek. Right ear. Left cheek. Left ear. Back of the head. Neck. Right shoulder. Right arm. Right elbow. Right palm. Right fingers. Left shoulder. Left arm. Left elbow. Left palm. Left fingers. Back. Chest. Stomach. Right thigh. Right knee. Right foot. Toes. Left thigh. Left knee. Left foot. Toes. The entire body. I am completely satisfied with the body, whatever it is, because this is how it is supposed to be. I am completely happy with each and every body in this world because that is how it is supposed to be. Today's society is like this. It has got to be like this. Our ancestors, they lived differently. That is how it was. In the future also, I do not know. But whatever is the condition, whatever will be the condition of the future in the future, that is how it is supposed to be. So I don't have grudge against whatever is happening. I am happy with everything, every situation. I am happy with my knowledge, whatever is there. I am happy with the knowledge of each and everybody in this world. There is nothing for me to complain. Difficulties come in everybody's life. Comfortable situations also come in everybody's life. This is how the nature. So I accept everything as it is. See how the air is entering into the body and coming out, keeping the body alive. Just pay attention to the air that going inside and coming out. No need to control. Be grateful to the air that keeps the body alive. Think of any form. Every form is the form of the Lord. Thinking a given form, the purpose is to keep you cool by worshipping a Lord mentally. Your mind becomes cool. So think any form. Every form is the form of the Lord. Put a flower at the feet of the Lord. You have imagined and pray to the Lord, O Lord, whatever I cannot change, may I be able to accept. Whatever I can change, may I be able to change. May I know and know also whatever I can change and whatever I cannot change. Doing salutations to the Lord again and again, I repeatedly chant Om Namah Shivaya. You just listen to it. By listening, it happens automatically in your mind. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Outside world, sense organs, mind, my body. This is the entire universe. Outside world, I experience through the sense organs, and knowledges take place in the mind. See a red rose. You are able to see the red rose. A peacock. You are seeing a peacock. The basis for all the knowledges is consciousness. Where you are seeing the peacock, the rose, there is consciousness. Relationship between the consciousness and the peacock is consciousness alone is appear like the peacock, the rose. This consciousness alone is appearing like the entire universe. If the consciousness is the entire universe, everything is the consciousness alone. I am the consciousness, everything is the consciousness. Except consciousness, there is nothing. One consciousness. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Vrishatu Parjanyah Prithivi Sasyashalini Deshoyam Kshovarahitah Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu सर्वेषां मंगलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ